Howdy. That's the greetings in these parts, and when you come to College Station, Texas, you know that the Aggies are ready to gig 'em. Kyle Field will be swaying and electric for this one. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. The give to the tailback. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dropping back, it's Reed. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
How about this? They go empty on 2nd and 2. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Pressure on the quarterback. That's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a second down play. On the option. He'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And it looked like that was a house call. He made the first guy miss. It was going to the house. He was going to score a touchdown. And then, man, what a big turn of events. Talk about shifting momentum. He coughs it up, gives it to the other team.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Looking to pass. It's Reed. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Not a chance. Missed it. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it again. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Thurman. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. 6th play of the drive coming up. Looking for room. It's Stanley. The Buckeyes will move the sticks.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the...
And he makes the catch inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. With the run on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Fires to the tight end. And they're able to make the tackle. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run it. Tried to fight his way in, but they get him on the ground at the 2, and it's a 4th and goal stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing. Got a lot of running room. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Aggie! They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. He's going to bring it out from deep. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. It's on target and complete. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Red pass, it's complete. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw it again. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker, a corner, some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break up the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got his man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thurman. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. Gets it to the back. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And he made the extra point without problem. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Still on his feet at the 40. All kinds of running room. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The offense will quickly use the timeout. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They start this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Picked off. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
You know, you start day 1 training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
He'll pitch it. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggies. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, though.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
He looks that one in nicely. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Going up top on 1st down. He lets one fly deep, and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that, checked it down, or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. He'll pull it down. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Gets open down the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, woof, that would be a fun day.
Here comes the field goal unit. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Buckeyes in the hurry up. They'll run play action. Dances away. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy 1st down.
The DBs will back off a bit. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to... There's a live football. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Throws toward the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making the plays.
Quarterback will audible. Toss to the outside. On the move is the 30. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas A&M 17, Ohio State 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. To throw, it's Reed. Gets it out fast. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Touch pass on the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Getting some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And the defensive coordinator was really pleased with this unit after registering 3 sacks last week. He wanted to add a few more wrinkles in their blitz packages to see if they could build on that. In this game, so far, they hadn't gotten to the QB until that last play just now. Now let's find out if they can crank up the heat.
He makes the connection. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. On first down, here comes this offense. To the air, it's Reed. Quickly complete.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lead in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. This offense has a second down play. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
Yeah, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Working that left side now. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and the number one thing you want to do with a jet sweep is make that thing bounce, right? Don't let it get outside right now. Make that thing go east-west, not north-south. Great job by the defense being ready for that jet sweep.
Tackled there by the defense.
And I know it's not a 1st down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave him.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the 1st. They're going to ice this game.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to 0.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the part each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players, got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.